Okay, this is going to be me starting my first 20 minutes of trying to actually create an automatic card shuffler for my Magic cards. So, I don't know that much about Onshape, but I do know a few things. The first thing I'm going to actually do is going to create a variable studio. And now from this, I'm going to start creating a few dimensions for cards. I'm just going to be measuring them. I am going to be mostly using these for shuffling random stacks of double sleeved cards because single sleeved card ones already exist. I probably want one that has foil on it because those bend most and would then give me the most off dimensions. Um, I think I only got like one in this deck in front of me though, so I might have to grab a different deck. That's okay. I'm gonna just use Renetta called To the Hunt to measure. The first thing I probably want is card height. So like with the sleeve, how tall it is. Uh, they look to be about 91 millimeters with the sleeve. So card height. That was length 91 millimeters. Then I probably want the width or the length or the length. This measure because this one's bending a little bit. That looks to be 66. Let me just measure another one just to be safe. 66. Okay. Um, well, 66.3. Let me do a third one. It's 66.3 again. Yes, so I'm going to do 67 just to err on the side of caution. So card length 67 millimeters, and then card width. Let me actually capitalize that W. Okay, card width. Um, 0.6 millimeters. So that is 0.6 millimeters. Okay, now from there, I also need to know how tall or how wide the deck is. Uh, the deck is uh, uh, 100 times that width. So it's about 66.7. So I'll put 68. 68 for the deck width. Deck width. Right? I said 67. Gotta double check. This is why you took those out first. With the entire thing loose is about 69. This isn't meant to keep them compressed, it's meant to keep them loose, so let's put them at 69 millimeters. Okay, and now for how wide borders are on like the deck box I got, just because I need a average border width. Looks to be about 4.4, 4.5 millimeters. That one's at 5. I'm might just average it out to 5 millimeters. Yeah, we'll do 5 millimeters for the border. 5 millimeters. Okay, and then we're gonna need I think that will be it, at least for now, because right now all I'm really trying to do is I'm going to create a surface, like a little device to try to mirror or to shuffle magic cards individually. So the first thing I got to do, sketch, and I'm going to have, I'm actually going to be constructing this one corner at a time, mostly because then I'm going to mirror it. So this will be, my dimensions will all be cut into quarters. So this will be like how wide it is. So uh, the way you end up actually using variables, you create the variable studio, and then to actually like refer to those variable names, you hit pound key. So I'm gonna need essentially this to be at least 3 cards wide because I plan on having like half the deck on one side, half the deck on the other side, and then they shuffle and like fall into the middle. So from that, I'm gonna need, let's start with just card length, and I'm gonna need 3 of those, so times 3, and then I will need plus uh, the border. There should be 2 of these, so border times 2. Oh, gotta actually hit enter, times 2, and also because I'm gonna be cutting this in half. Uh, and then what will I need from there? So from there, I will need probably another set of borders. So maybe instead of times 2, uh, maybe it's times 4. I'm thinking it's having like a little bit of a buffer zone. No, oh, times 3. No, times 4. Times 4. Yeah, because it's going to be like I'll end up getting to that part. But that divided by 2. And that went right there. Awesome. Next, the dimensions of this one. Also, the reason why I'm not explaining exactly how Onshape works is because there's people who are far more qualified. I am just figuring this out myself. I'm just kind of like going through these and trying to figure out how it goes. This will be for the card height, and the border, and I don't think this part will need anything else for that. So this will just be, because this will be half of it again. Ooh, actually, um, hmm. I mean, I'm thinking of, no, yeah, how I plan it will need it. So, let's do card height, um, and then let's do plus, 2, or border times 2 divided by 2. Awesome. So that is going to be the dimensions I'm starting with. Now, the hope of this is to be so that I can 3D print it, and let's actually rename that. Let's say that is the, what should it be named? I don't know. Let's just call it, uh, let's not name it. Let's leave it as sketch one. I'll rename it later if I think of a good name. Next I'm going to extrude this part. This part will then need to be, wait a minute. Yeah, no, the whole thing. Yeah. This will be the card or the deck width divided by 2, and then plus the border. Okay, and then, so that's that part. Now what I'm going to do is sketch on top of this. I'm going to make a rectangle. Bam, bam. And the only dimensions I really need are going to be from here to here. I want it to be the border. Well, actually, hold on. From here to here. Yes, 'cause I do need a little bit of the border. Oh, wait a minute. This, hold on, hold on. Actually, so that I'm thinking of having from here to, because it won't go all the way there. I'm thinking having kind of like a slanted part of it. Maybe it should go all the way to the edge. That might be a good idea. So I'm thinking of having like the cards, like half the deck, resting at an angle so that you have gravity kind of like filtering them down and in. And I think it could probably be at like a certain angle. So I'm thinking of having like the cards going in this direction. So instead of them being flat on top this way, they're going to be going kind of at an angle so that they fall inward. And I'm thinking of having, in that case, I'm going to have to sketch in here and I'm going to have to like push some pieces in. And for that, I think I won't use a rectangle. I will use a line. Um, and let's see here, because this has to end up being half the deck's height and going into it. Um, so I'm thinking, so like that. Um, so kind of like it goes in at an angle. And then let's give the dimensions of that line. So this line has to be the. So the thing is, maybe I need to make sure that it's going up at an angle as well. So actually, I shouldn't have put dimensions yet. I should have gone from there to. I need these to be perpendicular. Yeah, that awesome. Um, I guess actually complete the quadrilateral. So bam, and then U. No, give me a line. Uh, there we go. So that part is good. Now the dimensions of this part are going to be the card length. Uh, card length, but this is only going to be no. This is the full card length it needs to be. Um, yeah, like that. And then this one has to be the deck width, but half of it. And then I need the dimensions from here to uh, here, basically, that angle. I kind of don't want that angle. I kind of want this angle. So maybe, oh, that would just be from here to here, right? Yeah, that angle. I want that to be, let's see what 60 degrees does. Oh, nope. Um, let's do 70 degrees. wait a minute. What about 30 degrees? Yeah, nope, bad. 70 degrees does kind of work, but is that exactly as I envisioned it? I don't know. Let's save it as is for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude, I'm going to remove this face until, not blind, but until I could probably use through actually, but I don't want to. Offset distance, border, uh, not add some. So there's that part. Awesome. And then what I will want to do um, is on this piece, the only thing I need there is the card width. That is really small, but it's meant to be. So there's that. But the thing is, I need it to be hollow. And I'm trying to think of how I get it to be hollow. I mean, I could just, I think on this one, not delete part, but let's do delete face. This face, leave open. Yeah. What else? Can I delete? I can't delete that face, but I can uh, remove this. Remove. Throw. No, you don't want. You don't want to. It's giving zero geometry then. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I don't want to delete that face. Maybe I want to then think about where these cards are going to be going. Because I'm also going to need like slits in this for wheels. This part is mostly meant to be kind of like a shell. So maybe I do want that deleted face. But the thing is, like, uh, I haven't structured too much with deleted faces, so I don't know how much to like, if this will actually stop me from adding in pieces in the inside bit. I'm assuming it shouldn't, considering. But I want this little slot to be open so that the cards can go through. But the thing is, I need like, I guess this piece doesn't need to exist because this will get mirrored. This piece doesn't need to exist because it's going to get mirrored. So let me actually delete those faces as well. Uh, Edit. So that face, that face. Uh, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. But I think I need more structure in here, um, and that type of thing. So I'm thinking actually, I'm not going to get rid of that first one I deleted because that bottom will actually matter. It will need to have a depth as well, but I think that should be because it's giving me like that bit there, and I kind of don't like that. I kind of want that to be something else. But I do need these like structures. Huh. Well, that is probably for me to figure out on the next attempt at this part. But I think for right now, because I'm kind of like imagining that the cards will go on this part. Oh, did I make that too long? I might have made that too long. But I'm imagining the cards will go on this part. And then they will they'll like fall into here and then like make a little pile down there. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. And I'm probably going to end up making this part work, and then after I get that to work, I'm going to attempt to print it out. I got a 3D printer, so I'm going to attempt to print it out and then see if the cards actually do slide through it, and then I'll work on like adding in what's going to actually make the move. I don't really have any like motors or anything like that, so I'm probably going to make like a hand crank for at least the prototype version of this. Again, this is going to be like this is just me messing around. So, um, yeah, that is it. That is going to be all I do for right now. I'm gonna probably cancel this and start up another one. I'll see what I feel like doing.